Hey guys, and welcome back to Chapters with Chan. As promised, today we're going to talk about NetGalley. And if you're like, what's a NetGalley? I didn't know what it was either until I started Bookstagram. But it is a way to receive ARCs. And again, an ARC is an advanced reader copy. And it's a way to read books before they are published. You get to read them, review them, and hopefully it leads to being able to get even more books in the future. So I waited until I was at about, I think, 100 followers before I even bothered applying for NetGalley. I was able to start getting approved for books pretty quickly, so it was a really exciting thing. One of the things that you really need to make sure to do when you are applying or signing up, I guess, is to include all the categories of books that you are really interested in. Whether that's women's fiction, thrillers, self-help books, romances, mysteries, true crime. They have a name for everything. So you go through, you click what you're interested in, and then you go ahead and you also set up your your profile. So in your profile, I put why I love to read, why I'm interested in NetGalley. I put my favorite authors, and I put how many followers I had for Instagram. So you do have to keep going back in and adding to that. Like you have to keep going back in and editing that because your follower count will go up. And the more followers you have, the more books you get approved for. So there are some publishers that, like Berkeley, love them. It takes a lot to be able to be approved for Berkeley books. So, when you get denied books, you can't get down on yourself. You have to just know that, you can go and buy it another time. Like, it's not for you. You don't get that opportunity. That's okay. There will be other books. I actually got really excited because one of the first books I got last year when I started this was When in Rome by Sarah Adams. And I had not heard of Sarah Adams at this time. I also had not heard of Elle Kennedy. I got the Bad Girl Reputation. And that instantly made me want to go out and buy the Good Girl Complex, which is the first book in that series. So it introduced me to a lot of books, which was really exciting. And I just started requesting. I went crazy requesting books, like just constantly. Request. Well, the problem when you get kind of crazy with that is that as you request books, it's a ratio. So if you request, let's say you request 15 books, and you only get approved for 10. Okay, so of those 10 books, you have to read them and review them. But let's say you only review 7 of them. Your percentage, your ratio would be 70%, but they recommend you having 80%. So as you're reading, if you keep adding books and you keep requesting books, you might just keep getting approved for books. Like I got so excited when I started getting approved for books. I went and just started requesting books like I didn't even look to see what they were about. The cover looked cool, and I was like, request. I don't recommend that. Highly don't recommend that. So make sure you are being responsible with your recommendations. But it's really cool. I really enjoy it. I get them sent right to my Kindle. If you don't have a Kindle, you can always read it on the Kindle app on your phone. One thing about that was kind of confusing is that with Kindle, you actually, if you go on your Prime account, and there are tons of YouTube videos to explain how to do this. I'll show you. I'll add one in the link. But there is you have an actual email account for your Kindle, so you can send that to your Kindle. And so I would go through, and you only have to set up the email once in NetGalley, and then you just hit like send to Kindle, and it just does it automatically after that. So I do recommend doing that, and so make sure you have that ahead of time so it's a little bit less stressful. And then I also get a lot of audiobooks through NetGalley. And some of the audiobooks are books that are already out and published. They're just testing out the audio. And there's also, I think I just got Travis by Mia Sherman. That's been out. That's been published. But even though it's been published, I still get to read it on NetGalley, which is really cool. So I don't have to pay for it. It's one less book I have to pay for, but I still get to read it and enjoy it. So, yeah, that's pretty much NetGalley in a nutshell. I'll talk more next time. No, I won't. That's a lie. But I will do a segment coming up sometime soon on different ways to reach out to publishers. I'm still learning that. I'm still getting there. And also other ways to listen to books and read books, because I know that sometimes we get a little crazy. When I started Bookstagram, I had a eighth of the books I have now. So we definitely spend a lot of money. It definitely happens. But join me for my next video I'm going to post, and it's going to be a review on Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. It comes out, I think, in April. Can't remember if it's April or May, but oh my gosh, such a good book, and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. So tune in for the next video, and hopefully that'll be out on Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.